So the ebonies and Amazon rosewood, Madagascar kingwood, Brazilian rosewood dots there. That is, we pick it for two reasons. One is it looks really nice. The other is that those little knots create more stability in the neck. A lot of people. So it's they've shut it down for the day, but you can take a look anyway. Classics that we do. Those are the one thing we make that, so anything with actually anything, even a custom, if it gets in serial numbers.
Oh, serial number.
Serial number.
Even our serial numbers are handcrafted.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Good.
So this, you guys. So,
음악이 나오고 있습니다. 음악이 나오고 있어요.
Probably the most interesting room. This is the instrument creation room. This is where instruments get carved, they get sanded, and they get a little bit of final setup in here as well. So I'll show you a little fun.
그래서 알바 한번 하고 싶은데.
배터리가 없습니다. 우와.
몇 분 남았어요?
Vadim carves here, Emily carves there, and then Dan. Dan works in several places. Dan is actually one of the guys who organized all of the wood in the back of the shop. And Dan also is a great woodworker, so Dan's doing a lot of carving and sanding now as well. So right now he's working on Victor Woods' no.
35th?
What's one of the 35th anniversary bases before we put the vintage tint on it. So the vintage tint really turns it quite orange, which is nice.
Wow.
So we're making a lot of these right now.
Yeah.
They're all getting built at the moment. So
Actually, over here? Yeah, but Dave has another one right there.
there's another one of the same that's getting carved. So you can see here, while he's getting carved, this is not done being carved. You can see some of these edges still need to be contoured. Yeah, this is one of Vadim's special knives. So every luthier who has a carving bench uses a different knife with a different handle. Because it's gotta fit in their hand really comfortably, and everyone's hand is a little different. And especially when you're doing work like this, you want to make sure that you don't get repetitive motion injuries, so wrist injuries, elbow injuries.
It's hard work.
It's a lot of hard work. So having a comfortable handle, you see that Vadim actually carves his own handles to fit his hand the right way. But that helps reduce the stress on his joints.
각자들이 대부분 자기가 사용하고 싶은 툴들을요 자기가 만들어 사용하는 것 같아요. 그래서 조금 웬만하면 손목이나 어깨에 그런데 무리가 가지 않도록 하고 있는 것 같습니다.
So here we've got instruments come from carving to wood samples back here. In the middle, they might sit here on the wall. This is actually where we keep certain things that we're working on at the moment. Right now, it's mostly repairs. So this is a repair. These are actually test bodies, so these are not bodies we're going to use for anything, but the necks are for instruments we're working on. So what we might do is we might so this neck is going to be for a new bass. This body we use, you see the way these are cut away? This is so we can work on the frets without harming the body of the real instrument. So once we finish with the neck on this, we'll put it on the actual body so we don't risk damaging it. But this allows us to work on the frets without having to worry about it. So the sanding happens back. So a few things are going on right now. So Drew is putting side knots into that yin-yang 5 standard. Everything they get put in
갓을 새기고 있습니다. 갓을 새기는 과정이 있습니다.
And then top dots were recently put in as well.
Mother of
Mother of pearl top dots, yep. Back here we do fretting. So
이게 마더 오브 펄이라고 하죠? 뭐라 하는지 한글로는 잘 모르겠는데. 안 비싸게 생겼는데 엄청 비싸요.
So this is our fret press. So we have lots of different neck profiles that we use on many different instruments. So many that we've really had to, an important thing for us to get to understand is what our different neck profiles are, how do we do our work more faster, more efficiently. So one thing we've done is we've created jigs, actual physical pieces to show us neck profiles. So all of these is a different neck profile. Now some custom instruments have a completely unique profile as well, but certain things we have similar.
How do you use it?
You actually lay the neck in it while you're putting the fret in, and then you press the frets on. And the fret,
I see.
and these have to be changed depending on the fret because every fret has a different radius. It's a compound radius. We start at around 10 inches here, and we flatten out to about.
네, 여기서 보시게 되면 이거 4개 스트레스 방식 작업을 하는데요. 빠르게 하기 위해서 이런 것들을 만들었다고 해요. 왜냐면은 넥 프로파일이 정말 다양하게 있거든요. 여러 가지 다양한 것들을 하기 위해서 이렇게 해놨는데요. 샘플 같은 것들이죠. 그래서 저희는 넥을 올려놓고 밀어가지고 이것을 누르면은 풀상 누르는데 이것마저도 다 레디어스가 달라서 교환이 가능하다고 해요. 교환이 가능한 거고 여기 있는 이런 것들도 다 여러 가지 크기의 프로파일들을 다 할 수 있게 되는 것 같습니다.
So this is Timothy. Hi, Timothy. Timothy is sanding an instrument right now. So after carving, wood sanding happens, and so this is so to get rid of all of the little, all the little rough lines and edges that are left by the carvers. And it's an important task because he has to do it without changing the shape of the instrument, because then it's going to go straight to the spray booth. And so once it's done with this, it's ready for spray, which means it's essentially done. The woodwork is finished at that point.
Oh, I see. So after finish that, it's ready to
Sprayed, right. Once it gets sprayed, all it's getting is some final work.
next.
These are next week's next. Right? Next week's next on this side, this week's next on this side.
This is what they need to work on this way.
Right, we're still finishing that stuff up this week.
이번 주일할 거, 다음 주일할 거. 마감은 역시.
Some of the bodies that are ready for sanding will be here. Some of these have been partially carved already, but you can see that these aren't ready to be going straight to the end.
Oh my goodness, I want to hit this.
So then, after the bases go into the spray booth and get finished and sanded there, they come back in here one more time, and that's when they start getting some of the final setup. So one of the things we do is we run the bases through the flex machine. I don't know if you've seen a flex machine before.
No.
So a lot of companies use these now. It's a really great machine. It's designed it's by a company in Germany that does all of them. It's a very advanced CNC machine. And what it does is it takes measurements of every single fret and can make tiny adjustments to the fret, to the fingerboard, to make sure that the playing surface is even. What we use it for, we have it give us a readout on the sheet. It shows us exactly where every fret is.
How is it called?
Plek.
Plek.
P-L-E-K. Yeah.
P-L-E-K.
Yeah.
이 머신은 플렉이라고 불리는 머신인데요. 이제 바디만 CNC 머신으로 하는 줄 알았더니 이런 프렛 작업까지 다 CNC 머신으로 이루어진다고 하네요.
So what that lets us do, it gives us a really clear readout of the frets, better than we can see with our eyes, and it lets us know exactly where we need to even them out. So the way the Plek machine works for most companies is they put in the Plek, it levels the frets for you, and then it's done. With us, we put it in the Plek, it measures, it does a little bit of work, and then we do the final work again by hand because what Plek does isn't as perfect as what we want. So we actually have to program it. We've actually made Plek design us custom
There's
programs.
something it has to do, and there's other thing by hand.
So the Plek machine is very powerful. You can program it to do what you want it to do. Because the way that our fingerboard is, so we have a compound radius, and then every fingerboard, every company uses a different fall away. Meaning the fingerboard goes to a certain point and then actually goes down. The playing surface, if you look at the readout, it looks like it slopes down after the 12th fret. We do that so that you can set the bass up with very low action with no buzz. So that people like playing our basses like that. So in order to do that, you have to make sure the frets are perfect because low action with no buzz is very difficult to do on a bass. So it's a great machine though. We use it on every bass we build, custom and standard.
이런 플래기란 머신을 사용하지만은 여전히 손으로 해야 될 부분이 생긴다고 해요. 왜냐면은 이것은 굉장히 똑같이 만드는데 버진 같은 것이 발생할 수 있는 경우에는 사람 손으로 조금 더 다루는 부분이 생긴다고 합니다.
Cool. All right. So once the basses have come in, they come back here. We have power loop papers, and then they're ready for the final setup. Actually, the last place an instrument is on its journey through Fodera.
Last journey.
Yep, the last place.
Oh my goodness. 비니 포데라 씨가 지금
We got Vinny and Will putting together one of our actually that's an Emperor Standard special. It's a special 5-string J-style standard bass. We're doing these for South American dealer.
South America.
Yep. So it's a dealer exclusive. They're only available through the dealer, but this is going to be actually one of the first times we've done a clear gloss. So pretty cool. It's actually I haven't seen it yet. I really like it.
이런이는
I haven't seen this one yet. Yeah.
피니셔서 아직 보지 못한 새로운 타입의 바디라고 피니시 방식이라고 해요. 보시면은 비니시는 굉장히 내성적인 분야로 잘 들어가지고요. 역시 도망가시네요.
So normally, Joey left for the day already because he gets here really early and leaves a little early. But this is where Joey works. So Joey's place is right here. You can see Joey all over the place. Joey's a bass. He's been playing bass since he was 14 years old. That's him. That's his Fodera. He's got a white Emperor bolt-on. That's his perfect bass.
Wow. Why does he prefer bolt-on?
He loves it. That's his preference. Yeah. A lot of people think that a neck through is better because it's more high end, but the reality is that we all have different preferences. The bolt-ons sometimes feel more punchy to people. So people who like to slap, they like the bolt-on. The neck throughs are known to have a little bit more sustain, but it doesn't always work that way. It kind of we've heard one, we've heard the other.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah.
McGarrison tested it before.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it didn't really show us any results. But a bigger thing is what you're comfortable with. So some people like to play a lot in the high register, so having the smooth transition is great. Right. Joey, who started off playing Fenders when he was growing up, and he's been a working musician, plays in wedding bands, he plays jam sessions, so he's very much like a traditional bass player. And so the bass that he designed for himself when he was time to build him one, this was about 19 years ago, was something modeled after.
He's crazy for.
He loves Porsche. Yeah.
Porsche.
He's a big Porsche fan.
그
He has
포르쉐가
a-
아니고요.
yeah.
영어로 포르쉐가 아니고 Porsche입니다. Porsche. 예, 발음이. 그래서 저도 맨 처음에 못 알아들었어요.
So Joey's likes to tell people how he has a Porsche that he paid with.
이런
He
차들
paid for
때문에
using
포데라가
only
한때
wedding band gigs.
어려웠던 적이 있다는 것을 여러분들이 아셔야 됩니다. 그래서 새로운 경영자가 오게 된 거예요.
So what Joey really does is he does a final setup, meaning he sets up the preamps. So our electronics, we have a couple different types of preamps, but they're all made by Mike Pope. This is our custom preamp. This is what goes on all the custom instruments. This circuit.
Bye.
And then we've got the standard preamp, which is a similar. Actually, I don't have any here at the moment.
Oh, I really don't want to stand up.
I don't know what to tell you. This is some of the parts for the standard preamp. But the standard preamp is made of mostly small single pot boards. And so because of that, it's a little bit more modular. We can do a few different things with the standard that we can't do on the custom. What the custom preamp.
Mike Pope told me that the standard preamps is really similar to a flex core.
True, yeah, it is.
True.
And actually, almost all of the modifications you can make to the flex core, you can make on the standard preamp. The difference between the standard preamp and the custom preamp is that the custom preamp allows you to have a lot more modification of your frequency centers. So that was something we built into it with him. You can use jumpers to change the bass frequency, the treble frequency, the mid response.
What about the sound?
That changes the sound. Because if you change the frequency of the frequency centers of your treble pot, let's say you put it so that your treble pot is now a lower frequency, it changes the way that sounds when you boost it or cut. So that does change the sound a bit. That's our custom preamp. On the standard, it's more of a simple preamp, but if you listen to the way the standard preamp sounds versus the custom, as we ship them out stock, they sound really similar. So Joey sets those up, and then Joey will be here pretty much all day playing bass. He plays every bass before it goes out. So custom or standard, every instrument gets played by Joey, and it has to sound good. It's gotta have the Fodera quality.
조이 씨의 자리인데요. 앉을 수는 없고 조이 씨는 항상 테스트할 때 에피파니 앰프로 하거든요. 그러니까 600이네요. 피콜로 모델인가? Is this piccolo model?
This is the piccolo. Yeah. The
피콜로 600 시리즈고요. 이게 에피파니.
Nick Epifani is a close friend of ours. He's known Joey.
he used to stay second floor.
He was downstairs.
근데 지금은 스테이튼 아일랜드로 멀리 도망갔어요. 왜냐면은 여기가 렌트비가 엄청 비싸다고 하더라고요.
Yeah. So we've been using their amps for a long time. And then that's pretty much it. We're gonna start walking out this way. It looks like Vinny's getting ready to go too.
Yeah, I have to go.
Yeah, it's time to have dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah. 사진 찍어야 되겠군요. 사진 한 장 찍어야 되는데요.
Can you take a picture with him?
Let's see. Hey Vin, do you have time for maybe one picture with the gang?
Yeah, sure.
Oh really? Oh.
I'll take it. Thank you. You guys
Take my photo for me?
Oh yeah, sure.
Be my next career.
Joey's Vinny's
Over here? Over
Yeah,
there?
you got you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Good to see you.
Okay, bye-bye.
So let's head off this way. So as we come here, I'll tell you this is our employee area. So as we're getting ready to go home,
직원실이에요, 직원.
this is where we keep our coats, our bags, everything, so we can, go home at the end of the day. Shipping stuff comes here, so anything going out, we've got FedEx pickups every day. So we ship out maybe 5-6 instruments a day. We complete about 400 every year.
그 정말 잘하는 것 중에 한 개가요. 여기서 사용하는 가방이요. 한국에서 하는 가방 회사예요. 하나 가방이라는 회사에서 하는 건데요. 네, 회사는 한국에 있는데 제조 회사는 중국에 있죠.
And then one more thing I can show you guys before we're done.
가방이 진짜 많네요. 이거
Cases, yeah. This is all the instrument cases. So we've got a standard and a custom case. So they're very similar. They're both very protective, hard cases. The standard cases have a black interior. The custom cases have a plush red interior. A little more fancy, I guess.
그 케이스에 대해서 묻고 싶은 게 하나 더 있는데요.
This is the last place the instruments come on their trip.
케이스. 오 마이 갓.
So this is every custom bass gets a photograph. And it gets photographed here. It gets more than one photograph. We take a bunch of pictures for the newborn gallery that goes up on the website. Jordan is the guy who does all the photos and social media. So anything you see on our website, any pictures of our artists,
by Jordan.
they're all taken right here by Jordan. Yeah. And so right now we've got a couple. These are instruments that were recently completed that are all going to get their pictures taken before they're ready to go shipped out.
모든 악기들이요 이제 보내주기 전에는 여기서 사진을 찍게 된다고 합니다. 사진 찍는 사람의 이름은 졸든이라고 하는데요. 저는 이런 모양의 헤드셋을 좋아합니다. 내려간 것보다는 올라간 거. It's upward.
Oh yeah.
I like that style.
I like that one too.
Oh, is this a 33-inch scale? Probably.
Is it?
Because
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah.
This is a Matt Garrison signature.
let me hold it.
Sure, no problem.
33인치.
This one is actually for Chicago Music Exchange as well.
33인치인데요. 아 확실히 편하다. 이게 넥스를 필요가 있나 싶네. 갑자기 여기 넣자.
How's it feel?
Good.
Good. Yeah. So the Matt Garrison signature, this one, I like this a lot because it is it's 33-inch scale, but it's still 19 millimeter spacing, so it doesn't feel too small. Sometimes the narrow spacing can feel a little tight. Although Matthew Garrison now he really likes the narrow spacing.
Yeah.
So this is his older version of his custom.
I heard that probably 17.5 millimeter, right?
17.5 is what Matt used on his second signature, and then his current Mini MG uses 16.5.
16.
But that's because he wanted it to be as small as possible, because he uses a headless design now with very short scale length, so he can put it.
The black one, right?
The black one, right? So he can put that. It puts into. He can put it into a gig bag this big, and then he can take it on the airplane. And that's why he did it, so he can bring it.
맥그리스는 요즘에는 이건
Oh, sorry.
맥그리스는 요즘에는 이렇게 안 쓰고요. 이게 헤드리 있습니다. 헤드리 쓰고 더 작아요. 이거 초창기 모델은 17.5mm고요. 요즘엔 16mm짜리를 사용한다고 해요. 그래서 가방에서 언제든지 이동할 수 있게끔.
Cool.
Okay.
All right. Well, so that's pretty much the end of the tour. One thing actually, I don't know. Did you sign this wall when you came here last time?
No, I didn't do it.
Okay, so you guys, all three of you, need to please sign our wall.
Oh,
Because this is, we want everybody who visits the shop to put their name up on the wall, so you're part of our family now.
자,
Anywhere you
보시면은
want, anywhere you want.